Well, hello, Coffee Time friends. How y'all doing? Tonight is cold. It's 24 degrees. It's snowy. I really wasn't planning on having snow today, but they eased some in on us. It's not bad. It's just a little drift of, and it kind of blows away and melts off even. But it's still just in the air. There's snow in the air. And there's cold in the air. And that's what we're dealing with today. But it's better than it could be. I thought the snow wasn't coming till tomorrow, though. But anyway. Pardon?
Friday's when it's coming,
They said something about a little bit on Thursday. Is your wood, is that right there, that
here.
wooden,
What are you looking for?
just share this wood, spatula. Since Christmas, the drawers have been crossed. Has your drawers been crossed with worse things usually are? After Christmas, it takes a minute to get back to the spell. So in here is one big chicken breast. Look how tender it is. I didn't even fool with cutting it up. I did let this, and this is the homemade broth that come on this. I'm going to read the recipe to you and tell you what I got going on. Now, I could have put another chicken breast in here, but quite frankly, we won't eat all that much, and this will be a plenty. Tonight's casserole is not really a casserole. I don't know what else to call it. Pan-fried chicken casserole? That's what I think I would call it, because I'm going to do it in this pan. I'm going to skip the butter. I'm going to skip the crackers. It's going to make it a little healthier for us, and that's how I'm kind of rolling with it tonight. So you may even say, well, John, you're making a soup, or you're doing this, that. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm doing chicken casserole my way. This is y'all's Southern Secret with onion and garlic. Absolutely love this. This is all the salt it's going to get. And I'm going to put a good heaping teaspoon in here of this right here. Okay? And this is the way we're rolling tonight. Can y'all see? This is, and that's the reason mine clumps, because I put it over a hot pot. So that's a good heaping teaspoon of y'all's. Okay? Gonna put some, the lights just keep blinking. We'll probably be in the dark before this video's over. The one reason I didn't want to put this in the oven, I think I could eat it almost like it is. Black pepper all over the place there. How's that sound to you? So into here, I've got, it says, my thing says a half a cup of celery. I've got about a full cup of celery.
Or more.
But celery is so good for you, I'm going to take advantage of what celery I have. Because this was all I had that was good, and I'm putting it right in there. I'm also going to cut up this whole onion tonight. We don't always use a whole onion. I kind of cut back on it, but onions are so good for your liver and other things, and I don't know. This is what I want tonight. I want a good, flavorful, and since we don't do salt, sometimes you have to steal the flavors where you can get them. And onion and celery will do it. And I'm going to put celery soup in this tonight, too.
This will start smelling like dressing in a minute.
Oh, mama, ain't that a good smell, though?
Yeah.
This is the same casserole you see us cook. It's just, I'm doing it with a twist tonight. Because I want to. There's some other factors, such as the electricity keeps blinking a little bit.
Every evening it gets really bad about blinking.
Yeah, the wind, the cold. But when you live out in the woods, like we do, out in the rural areas, oftentimes you find yourself dealing with electrical issues and different animal issues, and that's where we live, but we love it. So one whole onion tonight. Not a half, not a little bit, not a half a
big
cup.
chunks of onion.
Big chunks. Big chunks. Here's another secret. If you got somebody like Mama who's not crazy about onions, make them big chunks. They can see them. They can pick those out.
Not that many.
Not that many, Mama said. This is going to sweeten right on down. It's going to be a good thing. All right. Are y'all with me so far? Now, normally I put this in a separate bowl. Y'all see me do it. And I put it in the microwave. And then I do more. I ain't doing that tonight. No. We're getting her done tonight. This is cream of celery soup. May I?
Yes.
Cream of celery
You got celery, celery, celery.
Celery, 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 Mama. If it ain't good, I'll eat it anyway.
You'll eat it in it.
That's what it
I
means.
just now realize what.
We might wrench that out with a little bit. This is cream of chicken. It's unsalted. See, I'm trying to live a better life here. My store don't always have unsalted, but when I get to it, I buy it up. I didn't like the way that felt. Unsalted, it edged my teeth.
Ooh.
Y'all ever have anything edge your teeth?
Yeah.
Mama, we can do a half a can of water in both of those cans if you want to. And just mix them back and forth. Cream of celery, cream of chicken, a whole onion, a whole yellow onion, and a good healthy cup of celery. And the onion, since the onions come in different sizes, it's a good cup of onion too.
I can't get that all to come out. I'm wasting too much of it.
We got a little spatula over here.
I thought I had it out.
Now I've got all this blended up. Normally I would do all this in a bowl. Mama, you want to retrieve some ingredients? Or do you want to read the recipe and I'll retrieve?
I'll try to retrieve it.
So the chicken broth I already put in here. So this is a half a cup of celery, 8 ounces of broccoli. It's over here. Half a cup of white onion. I used a whole yellow one, which was a cup. A cup of chicken broth. I did put that homemade broth in there. It says here for me to cook it in the microwave for 5 minutes. That's what I normally do. To kind of power, but this gets so hot, these onions and celery will cook quickly. 1 can of cream of chicken soup, 1 can of cream of mushroom. I used cream of celery tonight. I do have mushroom, but I wanted the celery. 1/2 cup of mayonnaise, salt and pepper to taste, and y'all's Southern Secret. I've already peppered it, I already Southern Secreted it. Hot sauce to taste, 2 cups of chicken white meat. I did that. Top with cheddar cheese. Bake for 20 minutes and top with Townhouse crackers and a half a stick of butter. We're skipping the crackers and the butter. That's got to be a plus, folks. And I didn't want to skip it if I didn't do it different, to be honest. I thought I would want my crunch on top and I want my buttery crackers and all that. If I don't, do something different. Y'all see that electric?
You want that?
No, I want this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the lid on it, and I'm going to let that cook a minute. Now the broccoli, I've not added because it's already parboiled. I've already cooked the broccoli. Mama, don't get cut.
I'm trying not to.
Here's you some celery that you can put in your collection. Mama, I think you can have all this mess right here if you're collecting messes. If you're just collecting messes, that's okay. That's all we need. So we're through with everything on the board.
Got the mayonnaise out.
I'm gonna get. I know you didn't get Frank's hot sauce out.
No, I didn't.
So that's what we're doing there. I know you didn't get this out, and
He's adding more stuff to get out.
I'm adding more stuff.
You're putting all this broccoli in there? I don't believe it needs all of it. That's a lot.
I know. I'm putting it all, Mama. Putting it all. This is a little different tonight.
I reckon it is.
Little different.
That'd be like broccoli soup.
Could be. We might just change the whole name of this. Chicken casserole soup. How would that suit you? Soup you. Did you get that little play on words? How would that soup you?
Soup.
This is just a little lemon juice. I don't normally like artificial lemon juice. I do this brand for some reason. And I'm going to measure. You hear that bubbling? Do you see that bubbling? This electric skillet does get good and hot. In goes a good teaspoon of lemon juice. In goes, now don't get excited. Some of you out there are going to get real excited. In goes Frank's hot sauce.
Not much.
Not much. Now Mama will tell you, I've been Frank's hot sauce in this casserole for a long time, and it's never burned her up.
Ooh.
That was not as much as it appeared to be. That's all I'm going to say.
You paint Frank's hot sauce with everything.
Well, I did probably, Mama. I probably did. You're right. Now, the recipe didn't call for it. Tonight, it's getting it. A big old dollop of Daisy. A little sour cream going in. About 8 ounces. Yep. Just making sure I wouldn't underestimate. This was 16 ounces and that was about half. Okay. Now, I'll just hold that. This is the secret ingredient to everything, probably. Dirk's mayonnaise. I wish Dukes would give me a call and say, John, we don't know anybody in the world who likes Dukes any better than you and Mama. I'm going to put, it says a half a cup. 1/2 cup mayo.
Oh, I think you've done got a half a cup.
And there it is, Mama.
That's
Say
a
when to
cup.
stop. Tell me
That's
when
a
to
cup.
stop. Tell me when to stop, Mama.
Stop by 30 minutes ago.
Say when to stop.
I thought there's enough to put back in the refrigerator.
Oh, there is. There is. We got more in there. Now I want you to watch how creamy and delicious this turns. Watch it. Now it's calming down.
You put cold stuff in there.
Yeah. It's calming down. Now we can take the lid off. Those onions and celery have boiled. They're going to continue to boil. Can you lay that over there, Mama? Mm-hmm. They boiled and they're going to continue to boil. How many things am I going to stir this with? That's the next question.
You went from wooden spatula and you laid it over here.
Now, don't nobody tell me about mayonnaise and sour cream not being healthy. And I didn't want to do butter and crackers because that is just a baby step. It's just a baby step. I'm just cutting back a little bit. So this mixture right here that you're looking at would go into a 9x13 or 8x8, 9x9, and you would let it cook in the oven. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do this right here, and I'm going to let it reduce. Going to let it tighten up a little bit, and that's what we're looking for. It's the reason I didn't want a lot of water out of the soup cans. I just want to let that boil. I'm going to turn it up. Don't want a lot of water out of this broccoli, so I'm going to try to thoroughly drain. We don't have to use all this broccoli, Mama. We can use this broccoli for a side tomorrow night.
Well, I didn't know. It's a big lot in there, but yet when you put it in that big skillet, I don't know if it will be.
Well, you save all you want of it, Mama. But right here goes
Here's
the
this
broccoli.
wooden spoon if you want to chop it up more.
The broccoli will just follow pieces.
And I didn't take it away from you that time, you did.
What's that?
The wooden spatula thing. You moved it over yonder.
All right, folks.
You don't want no more of this?
You want to put a little bit more in it? You got enough you want? Whatever you want.
Oh, I don't want.
She won't eat it, but
I
she
won't.
don't really have it.
I don't want it.
Basically, she don't want us to have it, and she ain't going to eat it.
You want more than that?
What are you going to do with it? Have it tomorrow night?
I ain't gonna have it no way.
We'll just put it in there then. If you ain't a wanting it, I thought you had your eyes set on it for a reason.
No, you know me. Me and broccoli ain't buddies.
You just hate to see it go in anything. You just hate to see it go in anything, did you?
That thing is ideal to strain it with.
Yeah. Strain it good, though. Let me shake it good to get all that water. We don't want any more liquid than we have to have. Now remember, we are doing reduced salt. So the soup had, well, one can of soup had no salt. It wasn't reduced salt, it was no salt in the chicken. Cream of chicken. There it goes, Mama. Now we are going to add that cheddar cheese in a minute. But I'm going to let this reduce for a while. While we're letting this reduce, we're going to chat it up with y'all. Okay? Chatting it up with y'all. I'm going to lay my stirrers over there and we'll clean off the counter.
I'm not finding cheddar cheese.
There's cheddar in there. There's cheddar in there, Mama. I can guarantee there's cheddar. Yeah, there is. Mama said, like she don't believe me.
There's a little bit of fine shredded.
I knew it. That's the one I knew. That's plenty though. I got this down to the family. We can use 4 cheese, but I knew there's a little cheddar left. Mama, if you want to hand me, there's a squirt bottle of Dijon right there somewhere.
Dijon?
Squirt bottle. I just seen it today when I was doing my little inventory. Let me read you the real recipe. 1/2 cup of celery and 8 ounces of broccoli. That's a bag, steam-in bag. This happened to be fresh tonight. 1/2 cup of white onion, but you can use yellow. It just gives you a little bit more onion out of it. 1 cup of chicken broth, and that's what I made, homemade. You can use the box, you can use a can, or you can make a bouillon. Now it says here, cook this in the microwave for about 5 minutes, and I add my celery, and well, this don't call for celery. This just calls for celery cup of celery soup. So I just added celery on my own tonight. No, up here 1/2 cup of celery and onion. I put the onion and the celery in that for 5 minutes in the microwave.
Dijon original.
Yeah, that's great. A can of. There is so much mustard in there, we won't be picky. This right here will work. This is Dijon original. Okay. Where was I at? A can of cream of chicken soup, a can of cream of mushroom. I went with a can of cream of celery. 1/2 cup of mayo, and I put a good healthy 1/2 cup. I added a 1/2 cup or 8 ounces, which would be a cup, I guess, of sour cream just to make it creamier. Salt and pepper to taste, and y'all's secret, Southern secret to taste. Frank's hot sauce to taste. 2 cups of chicken, and that was a whole breast, so it's probably over 2 cups. And then it says top with the cheddar cheese, bake for 20 minutes, then top with townhouse crackers and add it used to say a stick of butter. I did cut it down to 1/2 stick of butter, and tonight I've cut it out. Cut it out. Because that's...
I love my butter.
Mama loves her butter. She's going to have to... We're learning not to love stuff, Mama.
I know it. It's hard sometimes. Here, you can use this, I think.
I tell you what, this smells so good. This is added to this recipe too. And this is just plain old Dijon. And I'm going to put a good tablespoon in here. Yeah, I've been cooking with a lot more mustard here lately. But really and truly, I love the flavor of mustard so good, I can hardly keep from adding it to a lot of things. I don't know. Mustard is not bad for you. I should just eat it all the time. You won't, if you don't like Dijon, let me encourage you, go ahead and put it in there. It's like Worcestershire sauce. Nobody really likes the flavor of Worcestershire that I know of, but it sure does make other things flavored differently. Let's get that all in there. Get that all in there.
You're through with this little spatula.
Yes, ma'am.
Doesn't mess my camera.
I know. I thought she ain't got nothing to do. Let me give her one more thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what we're doing now is the hardest part for me. Waiting to let it reduce. And it is reducing. You can see it. Look here. I can tell you how I know. Look here on this pot. See? Can y'all see this right here? Here, tilt your heads down. Can y'all see this right here? Where it used to be? That means it's reduced about 1 inch or 1/2 inch. Man, the liquid, all this steam coming out of it is the reduction. That's the reduction. All the liquid that's in it is boiling out. But you got to stir it to keep from sticking. And this thing's here, hot plates will stick in that one little circle in the middle. The reason I parboiled my broccoli, I didn't know how long it would take, and I knew the onions and celery would probably cook tender before the broccoli would. But they're all coming together, and it's all reducing nicely. We're going to give that another few minutes to reduce down. And then we're going to see what we got in a minute. I've got something in my way here, as usual. And I can't get the camera where I need it. Thank you, Mama, for moving that. There you are. And grab some coffee. And let's see what y'all are saying. My Lord, all you Karens have, oh goodness. There's people on here complaining. I tell you what, everybody on here complaining, being negative tonight, I'm going to ban you. I'm tired of that stuff every night. A lot of times I let it go. If there's a bunch of complaints and you don't want to be banned, you better go remove that comment. Because when I go back tonight, every negative comment, Karens or whoever you want to call them, I'm banning you. We're going to go that route. See what we can get. Because I've asked y'all, please don't waste your time making negative comments. So if you want to be, you don't want to fool with us no more, let me see it tonight, and I'm banning every one of you. If you can't find us tomorrow, you'll think, well, I guess my comment was negative. Hi, John and Mama from Northern. I can't even say that. It's 1 degree here. And I know how to say it. Adirondacks. I can't believe 1 degree. Woo! Carol O'Hara, that's too much. You notice John says he likes it, not Mama. Marie, Mama likes it. Join and share you love. Thank you. Hey, Marcia. Looks so yummy. Hey, John and Mama. Debbie Dean. Hi, please. You are invited to join and share your love for the puppies in the group. Labradors and Goldens. Darcy Jones. Happy New Year. Darcy, coffee time is not doing any puppies. So here we go with this kind of stuff too. 2025 is the new year. So Darcy James has put a bunch of links on here. And we're not doing those links. And I've asked us not to do that too. Let me see here. I've asked y'all not to do links. And I don't know who. Let me take that off there. Okay. See, Darcy James has put links on here. Now, there we go. That took care of that. I had over here a moment. I made a mess. All right, Darcy. Hello, John and Mama. Nola, love you all. Cleo is excited over getting snow. We're getting it. I hope y'all are excited. Good evening, John and Mama. John and Mama looking so much better. She is feeling better. I think her heart is more vascularized, and it's giving her plenty of color. Mama, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
You look like you don't feel well, Robin says. Mama, do you look like you don't feel well? She's not wearing lipstick, Robin. I told her. Mama, if you don't wear lipstick, they don't think you feel good.
Oh, red lips.
How are you feeling, Mama?
I feel good.
She feels good. Thank you for caring. John, fix your belt in the AM belt. My belt, this is an old belt, and these are my old, this ain't my good belt. So I don't think there's much fixing for this. It's bad tonight, John. It's making me so mad. Dana, with the negativity, well, I'm fixing to take care of them. I'm going to make that my next till I go to bed. Just going through and banning everybody that has a negative comment. So if you don't want banned, you've already made a negative comment, go remove it. Go remove it, because I'm going. Nola, you mark them down, send me a list, and I'll ban them anyway. We're not playing that this year. 25's a new year, new me, and I try not to give any airtime to the negativity, but some people just get on here and they're just pure smart alecks, and that ain't what we're about. And we ain't putting up with that, are we, Mama?
No, I don't like it.
And this cousin, Mama was real upset at some of y'all for using filthy language the other night. Look yummy. Hey, y'all from North Carolina.
Use filthy language, use it in your own privacy.
Right.
Before we have to read it or look at it.
And I don't want the 99% of y'all who are wonderful people, I don't want y'all to have to endure all that mess. Really don't. Hi, John and Mama from snowy Indiana. Hey, Connie. It ain't snow. It's snowed off and on all day today, but we've not got any accumulation. But it's just been one of those cold, snowy days. But coffee sure has tasted good.
And wind has blown.
We've had a lot of wind. Can't wait to see the finished product. Leah, I can't either, because we haven't made it like this before, but we've had the casserole plenty of times. It's one of our favorites. Top of the evening to yous, John and Mama. Thank you, Eron. E-R-O-N. Sharon, thank you for watching. What's for dinner? It's chicken casserole with a twist tonight, Tony. Cindy, my day isn't complete till I watch you and Mama. Well, thank you, Cindy. You're so sweet. Hey, Sally. Hey, John, says Sherry and Arnold. Love watching your cooking. Well, thank you, ma'am. Hi, John and Mama. I found a small jar of Duke's at the Pig here in West Virginia. I love it so much. Sandy, it's just like the advertisement says. It's got that twang.
At what?
It's got that twang. Duke's.
Oh,
She's
Duke's.
just now trying it. I watch every day. Hey, Agnes, we're so glad to have you. And listen, when I get on here and talk about the negative people, it's on your behalf, you all. That 99% of y'all who are wonderful, beautiful people,
Yeah.
I don't expect y'all to see it. And I know y'all see the comments and y'all come to our defense so much, and I love that. But you shouldn't have to put up with that mess. You shouldn't have to put up with that mess. Hi, John. I'm very nice, Karen. Are you a Karen? Is Karen J. Anderson? I'm sure you are. Karen, I'm not getting written out. Let me make it. That's just what they call people sometimes. I don't know why. I seen a thing the other day. They're going to change that name, Karen. They're going to a different name for a different generation for people who seem to be hateful. Now, I'm not. I love Karens. I've got a bunch of Karens that I've known over the years, and they're all sweet people. But we are having cheeseburgers and French fries. Brenda, that's one of the southern favorites around here. Hi, Vicky. Well, thank you for those stars, Kim Stewart. Hey, Kimberly, how are you? Getting snow and rain. Now, freezing rain, that is, Denise, that's the bad thing, is that old freezing rain.
I think this is about thick enough.
Mama says it's thick enough. She says, let's eat it.
See what you think. 'Cause
It's condensed a lot. It's come down by quite a bit. And we're ready to, it's about casserole-ish. Just turn it down to warm. Now, what on earth can I do to this to make it a good casserole? Well, one thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take some of these delicious bacon bits and I'm just going to strewn it over it. This is going to be kind of the crunch of those crackers, but they don't have the carbs, and it's going to be good. Hey, what do you think about that now? Mama does like these bits from Kroger. She even said the other day, now that's good bits. That is real bacon. I said, Mama, all of them are.
No,
She says, no, you hear?
no, some of them.
No, some of them's that not good bacon, she calls it.
Oh,
If it's your-
artificial stuff.
Now, Mama, that's going to be enough cheese for me.
Yeah.
Do you want to put some of your 4 cheese
No,
on?
this is, excuse me, that's enough.
So we're going to let that.
Emptied up bites and emptied up
We've emptied it back. We're doing good. We're trying to clean out refrigerators. We're doing a whole world of good, folks, on that kind of stuff. We're trying to be good.
You want a scoop?
Well, that would probably be easier.
This.
That'll be perfect. Now look here, folks. That is settled right down. Can y'all see how pretty that is? That has settled right down. It's just like if I took it out of the oven and it were a casserole. This is the twist. We didn't have to heat up the oven. Didn't have to worry about it slowly baking. I know it's bubbled, hot, boiled the whole time. If the electricity had went off, we could have eaten it a minute or two ago.
That's why I had that spatula in there. It ain't dirty.
Yeah, I see it's cold. So, Mama,
Just a little so it won't be too hot.
that's where we eat, ain't it, Mama? We don't count the second bowl as seconds when we start out with a cool bowl. We call this the cooling bowl. Just a cool bowl amount. I want a little bit of the bacon, a little bit of the cheese. Ooh, I can't resist that big old hunk.
And a big hunk of broccoli.
I love that.
You can have the broccoli.
I figured I could, Mama. I figured you'd let me. Now, if it was a piece of fudge, you probably wouldn't have been that generous.
No, I took the big piece and let you have the little.
And I would have given it to you. All right, Mama. Let's bless it. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this meal. We thank you for providing us with the food. And dear Lord, we thank you for allowing us to meet here together and sit and enjoy this together. Dear Lord, what a blessing it is. Thank you, Lord, for all of our friends. We love them, their family. We care about them, dear Lord. And then we're asking right now, anyone who's got a special prayer request out there, please be with them. Be with all those spoken and unspoken, dear Lord. Be with our nation. Be with our world, dear Lord. Put a hedge of protection around our families. Be with the first responders. Be with the power people. Be with all the peoples out in this weather, dear Lord. Watch over us, dear Lord. And there's so many tragedies going on around the world. There's fires in California. There's flooding. There's storms. Dear Lord, just touch them all and be with them. Put a hedge of protection around them too. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Folks, as I watch the news, and I just don't do it. I just don't watch the news. There's just so much sadness going on. Now, I want to show you a little close-up of this. Call it a soup if you want to. Chicken casserole soup. It has reduced down, though. I want you to see. It's like a casserole would be.
I strung that cheese all the way down the chin.
It's just no butter, no salt. Now, when I say no salt, don't ever think that I'm foolish to think that soup didn't have some salt. The celery,
It's had plenty in it.
even the y'all's brand's got salt. It's just we're not adding the white granulated shaker. We're not adding that. None in the chicken, none in nothing. We're just cutting it back as much as we can. I am starting to buy, as you've seen, that soup was no salt soup. I'm trying to buy all those things.
If we can find them. It's
If
hard
we
to
can
find.
find them. But we cut it back somewhere else. We don't eat out anymore. We never have been big on eating out. If we do eat out, it's when we're going at early in the morning, and I'll stop and get Mama a gravy biscuit, and I'll have a sausage egg McMuffin and a cup of coffee.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how we're trying to live. In 25, we're trying to do a little speck better, Mama. I don't miss the casserole, do you?
No.
Ain't gonna lie. I could grab that salt shake. But I ain't. Normally it would be saltier than this.
Oh, yeah.
But we're learning. But it's very tasty. When you put vegetables like onions and celery and broccoli, you're going to need a little salt. Now, you all put salt to taste in yours. And I guess we have tonight. We just ain't tasting nothing. What do you think, Mama?
It's good.
Would you rather have casserole or this?
No, this was quicker
And easier.
and easier. And one less thing to
One less thing. A lot of less things to wash. Because I'd have had to put it in the microwave. I'd have mixed it up in a bowl. I'd have had a lot more going on. Tell them how awful hot it is, Mama.
No, it ain't hot.
With that Frank's hot sauce in there. It's horrible, ain't it?
Oh, it ain't hot. I couldn't eat it.
Huh?
I couldn't eat it if it was hot.
Frank's hot sauce. And I'm not sponsored by Frank's. I've used it for 30 years or however long. Back in high school I was using it. Frank's hot sauce has a lot of flavor. It's our favorite hot sauce. Now, there's some good ones out there, and I like Louisiana. I like some more of them. Texas Pete, I like them on hot dogs. If I'm in a restaurant, I don't complain about whatever hot sauce they have. But it adds flavor. So you can taste the good flavor in that. It just don't add the heat. But I always add the heat in my bowl.
Yeah, you add extra.
But anything I'm putting in a dish that we're going to eat together, you can bet I'm thinking of Mama. No matter what it is. The onion, we cooked it good, but there's not too much onion in it either, is there?
No, I taste more celery than I do onion.
That celery soup.
Oh, yeah.
But you don't really care for the mushroom soup either.
I'd rather have a celery soup in it as mushroom.
That's the reason I chose it tonight. I want to make sure you ate it.
I would like to have some tea, but I didn't make no decaffeinated today. I drank tea all day long.
I've drunk some tea, but I've mainly drank coffee. Every time I look out the window, I think, boy, I need more coffee. It's been a gray, cold kind of day. So out of that pack of chicken, I took one breast and made chicken salad.
It was delicious.
Mama kept talking about it last night. That was so good. I'm so glad you went with that. Took another breast and I made this, and we still got another cooked breast left. It's earmarked, though.
Maybe.
Maybe? Real chicken and dumplings?
No,
No?
it's a lot of bread.
Well, it is a lot of bread. Wonder what I could make them out of.
Not them old flour tortillas.
Chicken and dumplings with no dumpling.
Mm-mm. If I'm going to call it chicken and dumplings, I'm going to eat the real thing.
Mama, when we make it, though, you won't eat more than a bowl of it.
Mm-mm.
And it's not a whole lot different than trying to eat biscuit and gravy or something.
No,
So if we make a small batch of it,
it will work.
but if you don't want it, we'll come up with something else. We don't have to have chicken and dumplings just because we have homemade broth and homemade chicken.
We'll make a small amount if we do.
Make a what?
Small amount.
We've been...
Don't give me much more. I'll eat like a pig.
I know this don't look like a small amount, but that's not very deep. That looks like a big old pot, but look, it's not very deep. It don't even come up. It's about 1.5 inches deep, so even though there's a lot there, It's not like a big old heaping pot of it.
I'll get that cheese all down my chin again.
Now, once again, this don't count as seconds. It's just 2 good heaping ladles full. I know, we went twice, but it was the cool bowl first, and then we're just doing a little bit more. That's another thing. These kind of bowls here, you can eat a good looking amount, and it really not be that much because you're not eating a big old deep bowl. Look at that. Look at that. It looks like a big old bowl, but look on my spoon. You're still not eating like a big old deep bowl, are you, Mama? Mama, you got anything to add today?
No.
Any pearls of wisdom?
I've not got pearls of wisdom.
You always have pearls of wisdom, Mama.
No. I'm slacking off. I don't come up with good things anymore. It takes me forever to get a riddle sometimes.
Oh no, Mama, you're still pretty sharp. You've been watching them murder mystery movies. Look at Mama drinking water, and I didn't even get it out tonight. She did.
It's 'cause I've drunk tea all day today.
It's so cold in Mississippi, Martha says. It's cold here too. We're staying good and warm. The heat's a blasting. Mama's been under her electric throw. I cook with a lot of mustard. It flavors it so good. Mike, it does. Mustard will take a dish to another level, and it don't taste like mustard. You can add a little Dijon or a little yellow mustard or something, and you're like, wow, there's something in this that tastes so good, but it ain't like you have an overpowering mustard flavor. Is it, Mama?
No, this tastes good with it in it.
The lights are blinking worse tonight.
I believe it's building up to shut off. It's giving us warning after warning.
We do get a little warning sometime. Somebody worked the electric system one time and explained it to me. If it blinks once, it comes right back on, and then it goes off. Not blink, but just goes off. The third time we lose power. Because they got relays somehow. And when one loses, another one backs it up, and then another one. When that one, it's usually off. That's the one we dread.
It's the main lines across the mountains where
TDA.
we're out.
Mm-hmm. Tennessee Valley Authority. Mama, we'll do this twist again.
Yeah, it's good on a cold night.
Mm-hmm. And we saved a tube of crackers that we ain't eaten, and a half a stick of butter. Half a stick that's a good savings.
Mm-hmm.
That might taste better. And if you want to make the original version, put this in a 9x13, put your crackers, put your butter on it, and bake it in the oven. And I'm getting what I wanted out of this. I wanted, in my mind, when I was thinking about it, I wanted that crunch, slight crunch of the celery and onions. And I wanted it to just be so good. Because that's a part of it. Now, you can leave out the sour cream, but don't leave out the mayo. I didn't add the sour cream in to make it sour. I added the sour cream in to make it creamy. And that's what you get from the sour cream. Mama, you're right. It does remind me of when we're preparing dressing.
Yeah, the celery, onions.
Oops.
Messy Marvin.
You saved a little for later. Alright, folks. It's filling. It's good. Give it a try. Don't be afraid to take your favorite recipes and change them up a little bit. Philadelphia's mayo liver. Thank you, Susan. Ain't it good? We're not sponsored, so it's anything we tell you is truth. We don't lie about none of our products. I made a big pot of chili. So good. Jenny, you know what I thought about doing today? If I get to the store tomorrow, I may do it tomorrow. I thought about making a big pot of chili and a big pot of vegetable beef soup.
Oh, no.
And having it for the weekend in case we do run into some trouble with electric or the snow and the ice that's coming. But, you know, they let prep cooking sometimes is the way to go. I'm going to make split pea soup. Teddy, I never did make my split pea soup. And your ham bone, oh, that'd be so good. Well, thank you. 2 Palms East from Florida. Made meatloaf sandwiches for dinner tonight. Oh, Dawn, you just went straight to meatloaf sandwiches? Mm-hmm. I like the way you think. We usually have meatloaf, and the next day I look forward to those meatloaf sandwiches.
No, one time you made just the meatloaf and we ate sandwiches.
Now, I did do that one time, Paula, and I am not regretting it, and I will do it again. Thank you, Miss Polly, for those stars. I'm having a chili for supper. A lot of people are, Donna, because it just seems appropriate tonight. Round them up, John. Alan, are you talking about all these people being negative and saying hateful stuff? That was people on here the other day saying vulgar things.
Oh, no, I just don't like it.
And then there was people on here arguing with other people. I thought, what is going on? 21 degrees currently in Michigan. Brandy, we're 23.
We're supposed to be 21 or lower tonight.
Yeah. Did Mama forget her microphone? Can't hardly hear her. Nancy, she didn't forget it. I didn't get them out. I've got the original on back on here. The others are fine and I like them, but I got to keep them charged. And
that's hard to think of sometimes.
Well, I had charged them up the other day, and I didn't charge them enough, but I have bought some extra cords and an extra little device because I was having to charge I was having to charge the microphones and the piece that goes in the phone, 3 different things. I was having to remember to charge up 3 different things and give it time to charge, then charge up another one. So this one's definitely easier. Just plug it in and you go. But sometimes Mama can't be heard.
No, I'm too quiet, ain't I?
To be such a loud little woman, she can be whispery. Mama, do you not feel good tonight?
Yeah, I feel good.
She feels good. Quit asking me.
Maybe it's my hair. I forgot. I went to the mailbox with a hood on.
Let's look at her real close.
No.
Does she look good?
No.
You're all smiles. You got good color.
Yeah.
And your hair's pretty, Mama.
Well, you mean the hood didn't destroy it?
No, that hoodie didn't hurt you a bit.
I had a hood over my
You look like a doll, Mama.
Oh, sure.
Mama's feeling much better, and I'd tell you if she wasn't. Great northern beans. I'd love to have some good northern beans with ham. I love watching. Well, Lisa, we love having you. We really do. We appreciate every one of you. John and Mama are good people. They are from my hometown. Really, Shirley June Club. Yes, sure. It's she's one of the babies' mamas.
Oh, Shirley.
Shirley that got one of the babies. Shirley got one of Abby's puppies, and she sends me updates. Thank you, Miss Shirley. Mary Lou replied to Patricia, "Hello, Mama." Don't get crabby. I don't know who's done something. Somebody's replying. Good for you, John. I hate when influencers condone with all those negative. We are not doing that. I don't address them very often. Nola keeps them pretty well weeded out, and she sends me a list every day. And like tonight, tomorrow, she'll send me a list, and she'll say chicken casserole list, and it'll have the offenders. And I go back and
she is so good at
she's good at that. Nola's been with us a long time. Amen, John. Time to clean house. Brandy, I'm not going to get rid of nobody. And somebody thought I was getting rid of all the Karens, and that's not really, it's not the name. It's anybody who's negative or complaining and carrying on. Because here's the thing. The whole point of Coffee Time with John and Mama, the reason we do it all is to escape from this world that we're living in.
It's
negative.
And enjoy.
We just want to get on here and have a few minutes. It's not an hours and hours. Out of your day, you got to set aside just a little me time. And I hope this is your me time. I hope that a lot of y'all watching use this few minutes, an hour, whatever we're on here. It's just a few minutes to just let your mind drift away, just like watching a good movie. I love to watch a good movie. When it goes off, I have to readjust and go, okay, we're back into reality. I'm not in the movie anymore. That's a good movie when you lose yourself in it, and your thoughts and your mind, and you're just simply enjoying the moment. We enjoy the moment. So few moments in our lives we truly enjoy. Most of the time, and you all are just as guilty as I am, you're worried about tomorrow. You're worried about the school lunch. You're worried about who needs to take a bath, who got their homework. Does that ring a bell? Sometimes it's all about you, and that's nothing wrong with that. Because let me tell you, I work with parents. I know people. I don't have children at home anymore, but we've had kids in our lives many times. It's a hard job.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes you're setting these goals, and you're stacking them up, and you're saying, I need to do this, and then you're kind of feeling a little let down that you didn't get all that done, plus everything else. It's perfectly okay if you just get through the day. Perfectly okay if you get a little hot food or cold food or nourishment in their bellies, and you get them tucked back in bed at night. You've done a good job. Don't beat yourself up. Every day can't be 100%. Some days will be 110, and you'll make up for the deduction. You're doing a good job.
Just show them love. That's what counts.
Exactly. And don't forget yourself. Show yourself a little love. Get you a moment or two. Sometimes I take a moment by going to the mailbox. Walking to the mailbox, listening to the birds, looking at the sky, smelling the fresh air. It's not long, but just a few moments. Sometimes walking out on the porch to see if a package has arrived, or to see what the babies are barking at with a cup of coffee, and just stand there for 2 minutes and just say, I'm liking this.
Yeah. They was playing out here in the backyard earlier before it started getting dark.
They play all the time.
This cold weather don't seem to hinder them no way or no how.
They are.
When I went to the mailbox this evening, Oliver was right on my heels, right behind me. Every step I took, he was a bumping me.
They are living their best lives, and I love it. Love it. I bought their special treats for the holidays. And they're still got some left. I don't know what they're called, but it looks like a big old piece of chicken on a stick and different one. I got them at the auction. They had an auction. They had fresh food and it's in date. And they had fresh puppy food. And I thought, those look good. And they were talking about they were $14 a bag. And I thought, I will spend that much on puppy treats, but it was a small bag. And I thought, that's their Christmas treats.
That was a special treat.
But I didn't pay that. That's the thing. You pay a lot less. Did y'all see the lights blink again? So anyway, that was their treat. So they're still getting them, of course. And I'll buy them some more because they like them so good. Every once in a while I buy them a totally different treat. They get their pepperonis. They love pepperonis. They get their milk bones. They love, and really out of all the fancy treats I buy, the milk bones satisfies them and they're so happy with them. But anyway, I digress. I will go to the store and look around. I'll go to the pet store and look at that looks like it would be good. Or I'll read online and someone say, my dog's low, and I'll go buy them some. I'm very careful, though, because it seems like there's a lot of recalls and stuff.
Yeah, and the dyes in some of it.
I don't
good
do
for 'em.
red much.
You have to watch out for that.
But they're, and if nothing else, Mama just make them a big old pan of biscuits. I told
They
y'all
need
yesterday.
some.
She did that yesterday. Big old pan of biscuits for them. They were looking for them this morning. I said, sorry, kids.
Not twice in the same
Week.
way. I mean, not day after day. It ain't happening.
No, but this morning they didn't have biscuits. They just had their regular treats.
Biscuits and gravy yesterday morning.
They were questioning it. Where's she at? How come she didn't cook today?
I cooked. I just didn't fix them nothing.
They just didn't get none of it. I didn't tell them, Mama. I knew it hurt their feelings. Folks, stay warm. Get in. Stay safe. If you have to get out, don't take any chances. Be careful on those steps. Remember this. Nobody ever plans an accident. Nobody ever plans a fall. Nobody ever plans to be laid up with a broke hip, a broke knee, a broke leg. Those are called accidents for a reason, because you don't plan them. So be aware every day. Got to avoid accidents. Plan not to have one, so you'll be...
But you step on that snow and ice. You remember the time I fell over at your house on the ramp? My feet went higher than my head. I was sore forever. Didn't break nothing, though, but I sure was.
The deck over there, when I had them, the back porch, when they built the back porch, I had them build a long ramp because I knew, Dad would be in and out and he would need that. Well, it was part of the bottom was exposed to the weather. It came out from under the roof. Mama found the slick spot, and it wasn't winter, folks. It was summer, but it had got a little algae or something built up on it. It had rained just enough.
I was going to church, but I fell, hit that, and my feet went higher than my head, and I was working then, but I worked that soreness out of me.
We can't have no more falls, Mama.
Oh,
That's the reason I'm constantly saying, be careful. Watch out. Don't fall. Be careful. Say good night, Mama, unless you got something you want to add or sing.
no. Good night, Mama. God bless you all. Have a wonderful night. Stay safe and warm.
Y'all have a good one. Good night.